Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Ellipse Circular Pendant. This is the 1375/30, 9 light, tons of light, beautiful fixture. Let's get into details. So when we talk about the body of the fixture, that's going to be the bottom part that has the glass, the sockets, all that metal work, independent of these telescoping rods. It's going to be 13.1 inches tall with a 30-inch diameter, so it's a very good size. Now when we add the telescoping rods, and how we do the telescoping rods thing is, Hubbardton has a patent on this whole thing. If you've seen other videos, I talk about how one is going to slide into the other like an umbrella handle. Where they come together is going to be, there's a little set screw, a hex nut right there. So once you get it to where you want it to be, you're going to tighten that. It's going to hold it into place so it can't go up and down anymore. You'll notice up in the upper right hand corner there's a pull down menu. It's going to say choose your adjustable range. So pull that down and you're going to see there's a short, standard, and long. And that's going to be measured from the bottom of the fixture, the whole thing, not just parts now, whole thing, bottom of the fixture to the ceiling. You're going to have a range going up and down. So the short is going to be 28 to 36. The standard is 35.5 to 43.5. And remember, this is from the ceiling down. Long is going to be 42 to 48. So if you need it to be longer than the long or shorter than the short, let's say you need it to be 60 inches long or something like that, or you need it to be 24 inches long, we do customs every day. And the best way to find out about that, drop a quick email to us, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. We take your email, shoot it, and tell me what you're looking for. So say I'm looking at the 1375/30 and I need it to be 26 inches overall height from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. I take your email, shoot it over to customs at Hubbardton Forge, goes around a little circle with engineers, comes back to me. I send it to you with a quote, adds a little time, adds a little money, non-returnable, but we do customs every single day, so it's really no big deal. So let's get into a couple other things here. So the canopy up in the ceiling is going to be 7.2 inches in diameter. It's going to go over a standard junction box, but I need to show you a little bit more detail on that. And how we're going to do that is we're going to look at the install sheets. And these are going to be the same papers are going to be in the box when you get this. How we do that is, if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on the right-hand side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for Installations Instructions PDF. Click it, open it up, and let's check it out. So you're going to see a lot of stuff. You're going to see there's going to be a full parts list. All the pieces are going to come with this. The glass, the beautiful glass from Hubbardton Forge. It's called opal glass, and that's elliptical. See? Just like it sounds. And you'll see more about that glass later on. It's going to show you the other thing is that this is coming in at 46 pounds, so it's going to go onto your junction box, but the canopy has a bracket that's got to go onto the structure of your building. You can't hang it just from this because of that weight restriction being 46 pounds. So I would probably take that PDF and just email it over, just take the link and email it over to whoever is installing this so they get a handle on what to look for before they come over to install it. And probably could take down whatever fixture you guys have now and check out what the junction box situation is up there and what you can do. This is not slope ceiling adaptable because you have 3 of these, and when you have 3 of these, one can't be longer than the other. So that means no slope, just something to know, very important there. So moving on from there, you're going to notice the canopy, I'm sorry, not the canopy, socket. Hubbardton Forge says that this is going to be a halogen fixture. It's going to ship with these little halogen bulbs. They actually are really great. They throw beautiful light. They're going to be 60 watts each. You don't have to use these if you don't want to, but they are going to be there. It's a dimmable fixture, and you can dim these down beautifully too. However, you know, a lot of people are going to use LEDs on these nowadays. This was developed and designed before there were a lot of good LEDs for G9 sockets. And a G9 socket basically is this little guy here, has a little slit in there, and you just kind of push this right in like that. This is a cob LED, and there's a picture of it next to me, like a corn cob. This is a 75 watt equivalent, and you've got 9 of these things, so I don't know if you necessarily have to go to that extreme. You're going to be able to find a lot more G9 LEDs in the 60 watt, 40 watt equivalent category. These guys are phosphorus ones. You see how they have a little bit of an orange pad inside? This is another cob one, and it's got it's just smaller, so this is a 60 watt equivalent. I'd probably look at this too. They don't generate a lot of heat, they don't use a lot of electricity, so there's no limit when you get into LEDs other than can they fit in the fixture, and we know all of these can comfortably fit in there. But I tend to like this little guy. I think I got this directly from the forge, but you know what? It's easy to get these on Amazon, so just Google or just go on Amazon and put in G9 LED. You can choose your color temperature. I tend to like the warmth of an incandescent bulb from my past. These are the standard incandescents we grew up with. Remember these? However, that's going to be 3000 Kelvin, and that's going to be the warmth of the light coming down on me. And these are LEDs too. Some people are going to like the whiter doctor's office light. That's also called daylight. That's going to be whiter light, and that's going to be 4000, 5000 Kelvin. When you're out looking in a store or if you're online, just remember the numbers. 3000 Kelvin is going to be the warm white. That's this nice incandescent glow. 4000, 5000, whiter daylight, doctor's office, hospital light. We call it that. Okay, and these guys come in all those kind of things. If you can get a dimmable one, that's the way to go. It's easy to dim them, put them on a decent dimmer, and you're fine. You're going to notice also, well, you'll want to have this in there, and then when you're going to be putting your glass on. So put in the bulb, just gently lower the glass into the fixture. There's going to be a washer that you're going to kind of drop over this to kind of cover up that hole a little bit more. And then this is going to be shipping with this guy. This is actually a bulb shield. It's a frosted bulb shield with a retaining ring on the bottom. Its job really is to protect a halogen bulb because halogen bulbs don't like heat. They don't like oils in your hands, and they don't like dust. So that's what these things exist for. However, you're not going to be. Most of you aren't going to be using a halogen. You're going to be using an LED. So really, just take it and drop it. Put in the glass. Put in the washer, and then just use this to retain the glass down because it has a retaining ring on the bottom, and you should be fine. You know, some people won't even use this because the glass is going to be sitting in the fixture itself, and there's no way for that glass to come out. So if you don't want to use this, you don't necessarily have to. And then this would let probably more light out of the fixture if you don't use this. But either way, you're going to be absolutely fine. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do, do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with, measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes, widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton forged fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.